the microbe hunting era. What's interesting to me is from the very beginning, we see very different responses to bacteriology developing versus vaccine development. From the moment that bacteriology becomes solidified in the public mindset, what I've noticed in my research is focusing on the absolute hysteria that ensued, in which people were desperate to sanitize everything. It was like once we had this idea that one microbe causes each disease, then people were like, oh, cool, all we have to do is kill it. And if global warming and the dying planet is any proof, like humans are just really good at killing things. So what we see, of course, this is way before antibiotics will be developed in the 1930s. And so I study this really interesting period where we can kind of isolate, if you will, in a culture, just this hysteria without any backing of real cures, just the desire to clean things without any proof that they actually could use these things. And what I've seen through product advertisements over time is this obsession with believing or imagining that this could be done. Carbolic acid, you'll see in this first ad, was the first antiseptic that they were aware of. Early on, when they were doing abdominal surgeries or something at this time, they would just like spray the inside of the human's body with carbolic acid during the surgery, because they didn't have our sense of like, wait, maybe we don't want to kill everything. This is why I love this period, because it's before we have any more advanced understandings of antibiotics. All we know is that we want these bacteria to go away. So we have these really concrete, clear-cut ways that people are trying to imagine that. And so you can kind of see what human nature does with these, what a collective society tries to, their knee-jerk reaction. So one of my favorite ads, this one demonstrates that they believed like your blood itself needed to have like every single cell cleansed. So you can see blood poisoning. And they would market these pills that supposedly washed every cell in your blood. And it's this imaginative space that they're inventing that I think tells us something about humans. The idea that you could like wash your blood. Like, I guess that's kind of appealing if you don't have anything better. So it gives us a bit of the impetus that's going on there. My favorite product is this carbolic smoke ball. You'll remember I just said that carbolic acid was the first antiseptic that they had. And so these were sold to be used in the home. They're honestly kind of the same principle that some people use essential oil diffusers on today. No shade, no tea, I guess, if you really love those for the smell, but like we know that they don't disinfect, right? They don't cure us. But some people believe that. They're like, you put this diffuser on and the air in your home is more calming. This is exactly the same thing. You burn this ball of carbolic acid in your home, and the idea was that it would truly disinfect and purify every atom in the air in your home so that it would be perfectly germ-free. There were other versions where you could inhale it directly into your lungs with the idea that that was going to cleanse every air cell in your lungs. This is a similar kind of product where you put the antiseptic in a little plate and you burn a fire under it to diffuse literally all this antiseptic into your air and cleanse it. And you'll see on this product from this period, they have this whole treatise on germ theory on the product box. So we can see the causal relationship in society of germ theory catalyzing this belief that we can just simply kill everything that's making us sick and perfectly purify things, but also that that's a good idea to do. That's the hysteria with bacteria. The second we see them, and even before we have antibiotics, there's this cultural sense of like overdoing it. Like, cool, simple goal, kill the bacteria. Let's just constantly do that. And as we know now, we've done it so much that they're not working anymore, right? So that's the history of this, which starts from the beginning before we even have antibiotics. So if we take this back to the medical humanities perspective that I've been talking about, if we ask why do people overuse antibiotic, the medical humanities response would be, it's maybe not about the antibiotic. It's about something about the way society has always reacted to bacteria even before we had antibiotics, because we were spraying antiseptic into people's body cavities. Like, we were doing whatever we could